I'm upset that you're not in this.
Hi, Mike Slezak here with Kris Allen. Hopefully I'm in the shot. Kris says he's upset.
My friend Wolfgang here.
What is this?
This is me and a noob's friend, Wolfgang.
Now, I'm going to admit, I voted for you 11 times on the night of the finale, so I want some...
But listen,
I want some scoop. What's going on your album?
What kind of scoop do you want?
Well, I know you're working with some interesting co-writers and producers. Tell us somebody whose name has not been leaked out yet, even if you're going to get in trouble with the 19 bosses.
What names have I thrown out there?
You've gotten Joe King.
I've thrown out Joe King.
We've gotten...
I've thrown out Matt Kearney. I've thrown out that one.
Claude Kelly.
I've thrown out
Salam.
Claude Kelly, Salam Remy.
Those are the ones I've got. Give me one more.
I will give you two more songwriters' names.
Okay.
These are not, they've done very well for themselves in the songwriting community. Toby Gadd and Lindy Robbins.
Okay. I'm also interested that there's a couple of people with some R&B a little bit going on in their sound. I'm excited about this because, I liked that you tackled Heartless on the show, and I liked that you tackled Michael Jackson. So you're not going to lose that side of your pop rock.
And some of that kind of was an experiment, to work with some of those people. But and some of it worked out, some of it didn't. But it'll definitely have that pop rock thing. So
there are going to be no boundaries to your songwriting process.
No boundaries to the songwriting.
Excellent. And you're covering the Killers. I was a little worried when I heard this. I'm not going to lie. And you continue to surprise with song choices. What's with you and song choices that you wouldn't think of with you?
I like to surprise people. That's and obviously I don't do it in a way that's I'm not trying to make people fall out of their chair surprised. But when people hear my song choices, sometimes they're like, "You can't do that."
Yeah.
And then I do it, and people are like, "Oh, that was cool," So that's I've always loved doing that, even before the show.
I've got to ask you too, do you read tour reviews at all, reviews of the show?
I have read tour reviews.
I have to say, some people annoy the crap out of me because they clearly have a chip on their shoulder about covering an Idol tour. Does that irk you? Be honest.
I've read some of those where they're like, I don't really want to be here, but blah 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 blah, and it's so ridiculous. Why did you come then?
Yeah.
We don't want you here. So,
right.
To be honest,
I agree completely with that statement.
Writing a review about something that you don't care about,
that you already don't like going in. Yeah, it's very peculiar.
I have read some of those.
What's the favorite song that you've written so far? What's the title of it? You can tell us that.
I'm not saying.
You can tell us the title. Just the title. 11 votes on finale night.
Because I don't even know if it would be on the album.
Well, it's okay.
I'm not saying.
Music's gonna start leaking out.
I'm not saying.
Give us 2 words for the title.
I can't.
Oh man, Kris Allen is a tough interview.
I am. Don't hate me though. I don't want you to hate me.
I won't. I won't be mean. Out of the people you've worked with so far, songwriting, who have you clicked with the most? And
working with the artists, that has been really cool for me because I feel like I can kind of relate to them at least in a little bit of way. They've obviously had success in the things that they've done. So working with someone like Joe King, and I felt like we clicked kind of right off. And also someone like Matt. We went to his house in Nashville and just chilled and wrote a song, and it was cool. Hung out a little bit. They're just cool people. But those are probably the guys that I've clicked with the most, personality-wise.
I think it's interesting that you were in Nashville and working with someone who's a Christian music artist. Will there be a little bit of that? I mean, any country at all, or
there will be no country.
There will be no good.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm opinionated, so I'm not afraid to say good to that.
I am. I like country music, but it is not for me. That is not. I don't feel like I have that in me. So.
Was there any from the 19 folks maybe you want to try country? We got a lot of. We sold a lot. No. Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay.
So. But the Christian thing, I guess, I've grown up like that, so it is a part of who I am.
It's going to inform a little bit of.
It'll probably be in there a little bit, but it's definitely not Christian music. So.
How about some more album scoop?
What about it?
We're dying to know.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Are you going to call it Kris Allen, or are you going to call it?
Apparently, I'm going to call it Songs in the Key of America.
Really? No. Okay.
That is a joke.
Okay. You did that really deadpan. And by saying apparently, I was like, oh, maybe they're actually forcing him to call.
No, it was this joke on Twitter or something like that. So.
All right, your Twitter fans, look at that. You're a good member of the Twitter community.
I did not like Twitter at first, and now I actually love it.
Are you scared at all of Twitter? Because sometimes fans can turn on you if you do something they don't like.
I am scared of Twitter, but I won't let it get me down.
Mm-hmm. And you have 80,000 followers?
Something like that, yeah.
That's like 13 times as many followers as I have.
Well, you know what? I don't even think I'm following you, brother.
You're not following me on Twitter.
I'm about to.
Chris Allen is not following me on Twitter. Look at this.
Right now, I will.
Shut
Don't look
up.
at my emails. Oh gosh.
This is how Chris Allen Twitters. Your fans will find this very exciting.
Yeah, you have this face on. This is Chris Allen, and you're watching EW.com.
While he Twitters.
While I Twitter.